sports fans, and welcome to a very special edition of the First Family of Las Vegas's daily free winner show. Guys, every weekday, 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, we come at you right here on YouTube. We come at you on Twitter. We come at you on Facebook, joined by some of the world's most respected and always documented sports handicappers, biggest sports bettors, race and sportsbook directors, columnists, analysts. Once in a while, we're going to dabble in, sprinkle in, as my good buddy Jesse Schule likes to say, sprinkle in some celebrities and athletes. And you're going to have some great betting insights, tons of free winners, a few laughs as well. So join us each day. We can improve your bankroll, bring you some joy, have a few laughs. We have a great show today, a panel of very special guests joining us. Let me bring them on. We've got Jesse Schule and Chris Thurston. Guys, everybody knows Jesse Schule on the planet. He's one of the most successful documented sports handicappers in his business for decades. Yes, he's as old as I am, but he looks darn good, I'll tell you that. And Chris Thurston. Everybody knows Chris. He contributes to a couple of the biggest shows in the sports betting industry. Yes. He'll tell you about that as well. He's got a large social media following. Chris is also one of the sharpest guys I've ever worked with as far as sports betting goes. Guys, he knows his stuff, and I got to tell you, he is a winner. Let me do some individuals. Jesse Schule, how are you today, buddy?
Good morning, Joe. Yeah, it's been a long day. You got to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to watch the Super Bowl where I'm at. Whew. So, in a couple hours, it'll be 24 hours straight for me.
Well, I got to tell you, Jesse, we appreciate you being here. We know that 24 hours straight for a long time.
Oh, man.
But I got to tell you guys, Jesse's a trooper. He's on the other side of the world, and he's nice enough to jump on our shows quite a bit. We appreciate you being here. Chris Thurston, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing well, Joe. It's a little bittersweet, right? Football is officially in the books here. So a little sad for that, but it was a nice way to close out the year last night. And now it's college hardwood for me the rest of the way through here, through the national championship in April. So excited to be with you guys.
Well, we're excited to have you here, Chris. Real quick, because who doesn't like an afternoon quickie, especially when you're married? You know how I start every show. Good morning, honey.
Good morning. Happy Monday.
Good afternoon, I should say.
That's right. It is afternoon.
We're so used to saying good morning.
I know.
So,
good afternoon.
You know what's funny? We did this show on our dear friends, and we're still part of it, SPORTSMEMO.com, one of the best betting websites on the planet. We did the show, the First Family show, for over a year at 8 a.m. Monday through Friday. And I thought that after a while, you get tired, guys. You get tired. And I thought it was because I used to get up at 1 a.m. Well, my body clock still gets me at 1 a.m. Doesn't matter. But I got a little more sleep. But I got to tell you, 22 minutes before we hit the live button on this show, I was 20 feet that way, snoring up a storm. I'm still tired. It's in the afternoon. But
it's those afternoon
guys,
quickies that are making us tired.
It's the afternoon quickies that make us tired. When you're married, when you got kids, you gotta get a quickie, and then we just, let me just stop talking about quickies.
Yeah.
It's been a long morning already. It's been a long morning. I want to say a few shout outs real quick. My good friend Jeff Molitz, who is Carrot Top's manager, has a big Super Bowl party here in Vegas every year, and I think it was 27th or 28th annual. I love Jeff. We had a great time. We brought my dad. We brought some of the people from the powers that be from Wager Talk came with us. We had a lot of fun, a lot of celebs, a lot of who's, a lot of your favorite stars from the Strip and all around the world, from music and comedy were there, music, dance. We had a lot of fun yesterday. Jeff, thank you for your hospitality. We had so much fun there. Having said that, we're going to get into the Super Bowl.
Is that why you're tired today?
I'm exhausted. You know what it is? I think I was over between the Super Bowl, getting things ready for today's show, that afternoon quickie. I'm 53, honey. We got to stop with the ropes and the pulleys and the dollies.
Absolutely
I'm tired.
not.
But I want to tell you guys, I went out. You guys know it's no BS. I've been given the moniker the largest daily sports bettor in Vegas. There's guys that bet $1 million a game. They do that once a year. I went out. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I was not in love with the Super Bowl with either side of the total. I went over 2. I lost. I think I put, and I'm going to be very honest, I think I put a couple of the, now I have tons of tickets from everyone. We got envelopes full of them, tons. But I went out. I bet 20, not a lot, 2,200, I think, altogether on the side and 2,500 on the total. Lost both of those. But I will tell you the props. I want to talk to Jesse. We're going to talk a little bit about the props. And then we talk about the Super Bowl. Then we get the free plays today, guys. But I got to tell you, This is just all right. So I put in 11 props at the Superbook alone. 9 win, 2 lose. The 2 lose, let's get them out of the way. 5,000 on Travis Kelce. Tell me 5,000 that there will be a lead change in the first half. Or both teams to have a lead in the first half. I bet 10,000 on this one. Kelce to go over 6.5 receptions. That son of a bitch had 6. However, I got to tell you, big one for me. 15,000. Largest lead of the game, under 14.5 winner.
That was a nice one. Yeah.
That was a nice one.
Well.
Yeah.
Yep.
I had 10 dimes on over Patrick Mahomes rushing yards 19.5. I have Travis Kelce to score a touchdown, 5 dimes winner. 10. This is a 10 dimer. Patrick Mahomes largest rush over 10.5. I didn't buy that bullshit about that ankle sprain. Did you guys?
No, I was with you.
How about this one? Will the game be tied at the 0-0? This was another $15,000.
That's one of my favorite
That
ones.
was my favorite one. It was tied 100 times. They should pay me. They should pay me every time to pay the thing to pay. 5 dimes on will there be a lead change in the fourth quarter? 5 dimes. Will there be a special teams or defensive touchdown? I didn't even know there was a defensive touchdown until today. Under 294.5 passing yards for 10 dimes on Patrick Mahomes, and 5 dimes. So that's a lot of money. Will the game be decided by exactly 3 points? I got 4.5 to 1. That's 27.5
That's
right
a good
there.
call on that.
That's a great ticket right there, Joe. That's a great ticket.
You know, I'm not gonna lie to you though. I will tell you this. I did the only 2 I really looked that I bet big money on were those 2. I did lose a couple others. I thought there was value on will their game be decided by 1 point or 2 points. I bet a dime on each of those because they got 15 and 12.5 to 1 on those.
Yeah.
So I figured, you know what? I only need was one of those to come in, and I'm happy. So that was that. Jesse? I know you had a good day with props in the Super Bowl. Can you tell everybody about that, please?
Well, Joe, I didn't bet 10 dimes on my props. I probably should have, though. I was 7-1 overall with props, and I split the side in total. I had the Chiefs, but I had the under. But my day was highlighted by a sneaky prop bet. I bet on the NFL passing yards leader for the playoffs, and I took a guy that wasn't even playing in the Super Bowl. I took Joe Burrow at plus 800 to lead the playoffs in passing. And what had to happen for me was Mahomes had to throw for under 200 yards. And if that was going to happen, then Burrow would hold on to his lead. And he did. So cashed that one in. A nice winner for plus 800.
God, I love that. I love that. And by the way, guys, Jesse gave a lot of these out on last week's shows. Didn't you, Jesse?
I gave them out on it. I was on shows all week, and I was giving out the same props on every show. The 2 big ones were Hassan Reddick MVP at 28 to 1, and this Burrow one at 8 to 1, and that was the one loss. The 28 to 1 long shot didn't come in, but all the rest of them did.
Well, obviously, you know, sports fans, when people like Jesse and myself who handicap Chris Dionne, when we look to give out props, there's a lot of props that look good, but you can't bet 100 props. You just can't. So we look to see what brings us the most value. 28 to 1. I got to tell you, when Jesse told me about it last week, I said it's something to stand up and take notice of. Chris, did you bet any props yesterday? How'd you do?
Yeah, Joe, it was pretty good. I bet 5 props. I went 3-2 in props, and I cashed my biggest one, and that was the Chiefs to score a rushing touchdown, minus 125. And if you watch my shows and my analysis, I was huge on the side with the Chiefs there. And I said, if they're going to win this game, they're going to have to learn to run the ball. And that's exactly what they did. You saw it with the rookie Isaiah Pacheco and Mahomes himself putting on that Superman cape. So it was a really, really good Sunday, Joe. I had the side huge. So nice way to finish up the NFL season for us.
I'm very, very excited to have you here. And I'm excited that, because you told me, I got to tell you, Chris is one of the sweetest guys in the world, one of the most liked guys in the business. He was hitting me up before the Super Bowl, telling me about some other props, some odd props. And even before the weekend, talking about last week, told me about some odd, some peculiar props. And he said, you got to get down before they take them off the board. We went to go bet them, and they took the ones down about songs and halftime shows, good stuff, but great stuff. On and off the clock of the game. Chris made us money, made a lot of people money. Guys, I want to tell everybody real quick.
But One of the comments I am going to agree with.
What's that, baby?
Right Cape.
Well, White Cape is great.
Eagles broke my heart too. Let me tell you.
All right. So we're joined by some of our regulars. Alvaro, White Cape,
That
1501
one
is
broke
all
my
here.
heart too because I was on the Eagles.
JJ Cicero is here. Hey, guys. We love you guys. Very quickly, then we're going to get into free plays. We're going to get you out of here in time so you can take advantage of those free plays for today's card. Hit that subscribe button, please. I'm going to tell you why. Let me tell you what's going on, all right? Let me put the swaggy one up. First of all, once we hit 250 subscribers on this channel, I will pull whoever subscribed. I'll pull your names. I'm the administrator. 250 subscribers. You'll get the official. I'll pull a name out of the hat right here on the show. Super Bowl t-shirt. I'll send that out. Okay? 500 subscribers. You get the autographed football from Jalen Hurts, Brown, and Devonta Smith. 1,000 subscribers. I waited till today to tell you who gets the 500, who gets the 1,000. 1,000 subscribers, you get the Mahomes-Kelsey ball.
Sweet.
Okay, these are all signed, certificate of authenticity. I got it from a good friend of mine, Rick from SportsMEMOTV. Hi, Rick. So having said that, guys, we need you to hit the subscribe button, like, comment, reshare these posts. We really want to get the snowball going. We want to snowball this into a show that we want to pick up our subscribers, We're doing it on our own now. The great folks at SportsMEMOTV still love us. They'll help us any chance they get, but we're not under their channel. So we need your help. Only you can help us do that. But I want to say thank you by hitting those numbers. We got to hit them. I will give out. Now, same person going to win 3 of them. I'm just saying. Same person going to win all 3. So subscribe, and keep watching. We hit 250, shirt, 500, Eagles. 1,000 Chiefs. Having said that, I want to talk about my good friend Jesse's show. Who's going first? Jesse or Chris?
Chris is going first today.
Oh, Chris is going first. Okay. I want to talk about my good friend Chris Thurston. Chris is found, and he's going to tell you again where you can find him. You see his Twitter page at CTBet16. He is, I would say, a panelist and a co-host on several of the most popular, widest audience shows in sports betting. He does some great work. He's also one of the sharpest bettors I've ever had the pleasure to know. He's going to tell you where you can find him. He's going to give you a free winner. Take it away, Chris.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. You can find me on Twitter at CTBets16 and do a few gambling shows along the way during the week. On Tuesday nights, I'm on Sports Map Radio, 8 to 10 p.m. Wednesday nights, I'm on Wager Talk TV. I do the Hustle Show Pod with Drew Martin, Kelly in Vegas, Kelly Stewart, who you guys all are very, very familiar with, and Adam Trigger, Joe Ranieri. And then on Thursday nights, Joe Ranieri and I do Sports Grid TV, 9 to 11 o'clock p.m. So you could catch me all there on my page. We're rolling right now, Joe. 17-3, all documented in my last 20 college hardwoods here. And I'm going to keep it going tonight, and we're sticking with the college hardwood, and we're going to head to the Big 12 here, and it's a battle between the number 9 Baylor Bears, Joe. That's my alma mater where I went to grad school, and the West Virginia Mountaineers at the Farrell Center in Waco, Texas. I absolutely love this Baylor team. I do. I think they're going to be very, very dangerous come March, and I love their chances to make a deep run in the tournament. But Baylor, they're not invincible, and I see this being a very, very difficult spot for the Bears here tonight, guys. In addition to being a tough spot, it's just too many points for Baylor to lay here, as West Virginia was catching the same number at Texas over the weekend in what I consider to be a tougher place to play against what I also consider a superior Texas team compared to Baylor. So West Virginia, we all know they got obliterated by 40 in that game, but I'm willing to give the Mountaineers a pass as they came off back-to-back monster performances against Oklahoma and Iowa State. Silver lining for West Va is that this game was over by halftime, and West Virginia mailed it in for the second half. Didn't really exert too much energy as Texas pulled away in a massacre win. Baylor, on the other hand, they needed a huge effort in the second half to come back and score a marquee win over TCU. Baylor has guys that still aren't at full strength, guys, and that was a gutsy performance on the road, which makes this a tough spot for a quick turnaround here. They also have a massive game at Kansas coming up this weekend. Possible they take West Virginia a little lighter than they should here. West Virginia desperate for a signature win. I think the Mountaineers might just get it in Waco tonight. Play on the West Virginia Mountaineers plus 6.5 tonight for my free play winner.
Great stuff from CT Bets. He said, take the West Virginia Mountaineers today, plus the singer. Great breakdown, great analysis. 17-3 run college basketball. Documented. Numbers don't lie. I can tell you this. I used to tell her I was 5'10".
Yeah.
But we knew that was lie. Numbers don't lie, guys. Chris Thurston, one of the best cappers on the planet. One of the most popular guys in sports betting. We're honored to have him. Before the end of the show, we're going to run down all the free plays in case you missed something. And we'll also let you know where you can find Chris, Jesse, Dionne, myself throughout the show. Chris is going to stick around. If you have any questions or comments for him, please fire away. We'll put it up. I'll try to get to all your questions and comments by the end of the show. I want to talk about Jesse Schule, guys. For those of you that are new to watching this show, welcome. For those of you that are fans, that are favorites, that we are favorites. I don't know. I'm babbling a little bit today. I didn't drink that much yesterday at all. I got to tell you, my whole time clock is out of whack. Not doing the show at 8 a.m. But Jesse and I are old friends. When I say old, I don't know him that long. We're just really both old. No, Jesse and I are old friends. We know each other for many, many years. We became friends because of the respect we had for one another on websites in the business. Jesse has been a leaderboard fixture in this business for decades. He is one of the best, most successful, most popular handicappers on the planet. Jesse's also a guy, I got to tell you, numbers don't lie. Year in and year out, Jesse, whatever website he contributes to, he is a leaderboard fixture. And I got to tell you, since August, we've been talking about Jesse Schule, killing it. He is on fire, on fire, on fire. Since August, I got to tell you, I think he hit one speed bump in the second or third week of October, or maybe it was November, and then went right back to winning. And it doesn't matter if it's professional or college level. It doesn't matter if it's the ice, the turf, the gridiron, the hardwood. Jesse Schule is a winner. He's going to tell you where you can find him. You see his website and his Twitter handle in front of you. He's going to tell you where else you can find him. And he's got another free best bet for you. Jesse, take it away.
Thanks, Joe. Yeah, it was a successful Super Bowl Sunday for me. It was a great weekend overall. Some of the highlights include that Joe Burrow bet at plus 800 that I already mentioned. Aside from that, I actually correctly predicted the final score of two soccer games on back-to-back days. I had a 1-1 draw on Saturday and a 3-1 victory on Sunday, where I predicted the exact final score in both those games. And I've got another soccer game kicking off right about now, actually. Liverpool and Everton in the Merseyside derby. My record overall in 2023, something that I should be quite happy about, is 70-37. That's 65%, up 20,000 units. So dime players have banked 20 grand following me so far in 2023. Let's hope that continues. 65% is a pretty high number to strive for, but we're gonna try our best. We did pretty well in 2022, so there's no reason to think we can't keep on rolling here. For the best bet for the show, I'm also going to go to the Big 12, and I'm also going to take the underdog, just like Chris, except I like my dog better, though, because my dog is a home dog. And I'm going to take Texas Tech against Texas. Now, it's easy to look at these two teams and say, well, Texas is the #1 team in the Big 12, and Texas Tech has the worst record in the Big 12. But we dig beyond the numbers. We look at a few things that'll probably surprise you. Texas has a 9-3 record in the Big 12. Of those 9 wins, 6 of them came by 5 points or less. Now, Texas Tech has a 2-10 record in the Big 12. Well, 5 of those 10 losses have come by 5 points or less. Texas Tech has been solid at home, and they've been solid in their last 3 games, and they're coming off of an upset win over a very strong Kansas State team. These two teams played earlier in the season. Texas won by a score of 72-70. There's no reason to expect Texas to come in here on the road and blow out this Texas Tech team. I think we'll see a close game. Don't be surprised if Texas Tech wins outright. We're going to take the points with Texas Tech.
The one and only Jesse the Iceman Schultz, his Texas Tech Raiders, is a winner. You'll be a winner if you follow him. Okay, guys? After this show, Jesse, you're at www.jesseschule.com. Is that correct?
Roger that, Joe.
And you're featured on quite a few websites. Jesse's going to be a regular on the show. Chris will be a regular, guys. We're getting things situated, but you can expect to see Jesse, Chris, as well as some of your other favorite people that you've been watching on the First Family Show for a year now. Guys, Jesse is a winner. You can find all his winners at jesseschule.com. He's on a slew of websites as a documented capper as well. Go to his Twitter page at Jesse Schule. You'll see the other websites he's on. Jesse's going to be sticking around. You know, Jesse, you get a lot of comments. A lot of people want to know if you're wearing pants today. A lot of people, Jesse and I have a long.
You don't even have to ask, guys. I don't own pants. I live in Thailand. I don't own pants.
So, Jesse,
and at least today he has a shirt on with sleeves.
A sleeve shirt with sleeves. So, guys, Chris, you'll get a kick out of this very quickly before we go to Dionne and myself. We're going to get you guys on out of here in time for you to take advantage of these free winners. Real funny. Jesse and I have a mutual friend. We know he was one of the first guys in this business in the 70s. Okay? He's an older guy. He's a little out there. Let's just say that there's never a dull moment with him. We were on a show for another major person in this industry, another icon in the industry, last football season. And the entire production staff happens to, whether they're man or woman, they're all women. It's like, so you go in the back room, you see like all the other people that are there and the production staff and this and that, and they got the banners and the quotes and the games all queued up. So anyway, you had with their situation, you have to leave your window open so they can do some things and get it out there. You close it, it messes up the whole broadcast for about 30 minutes. Then they send you a little ding, or they'll say, "Hey guys, you're good to close it up now." So I let, like any other person, I'll mute my mic and I'll put a little thing cover over my lens. Boom, 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 and I check like in a half hour. I came back to check and I saw the staff going nuts. This person forgot that his mic and his camera was hot. I guess he was jumping in or out of the shower.
Oh.
And he kept walking around. He dropped something on the floor, literally right in front of the camera. Wow.
And that was a sight that those ladies will never forget.
I'll never forget it.
Yeah.
Trust me, there's a lot of reasons why I need counseling, but that's probably one of the biggest reasons. Having said that, guys, I'm very proud of the First Lady of Las Vegas. Yes, she married me. She's my wife. She puts up with me. She deserves to be canonized as saint by the Pope in Rome. But she kicked down the door of a male-dominated industry a couple of years ago, and she has been a leaderboard fixture since. Now, Dionne does a lot of sports I don't do. She does WNBA. She does NHL. The host of Las Vegas does not do those two sports. She does great in those, and she's also the best college basketball totals capper I've ever worked with, and I've worked with them all in this industry. She's doing great work, and numbers don't lie. She's all over several leaderboards on several of the websites she's featured on. She's going to tell you what she's been doing. She's going to tell you what you can expect from her on the premium side as far as things to buy today on some of the websites she's on, and she's got a free best bet. Dionne, take it away.
Yeah, so I want to start the week off with money in everybody's pockets. So I have two big winners for everybody. I have my NCAA basketball Monday Moneymaker, which is on an 8-2 run this season, along with my NHL best bet, which are on a 5-1 run this campaign. I also have both of those posted right now over at SPORTSMEMO.com for just $9 each for $9 Monday. And for today's free play, it's going to go ahead and take place in the NBA, where the Denver Nuggets travel to Miami-Dade Arena to take on the Miami Heat. Since the end of last season, Denver has focused on rebuilding their roster. After a week of trades and signings, Bones Highland is out and have added two veterans to their strong lineup, Thomas Bryant and Reggie Jackson. The addition will give the Nuggets bench some depth after Highland's exit. And we should see these two new players on tonight's game. Miami, on the other hand, only made one small move, sending Dwayne Dedmon to San Antonio. The Heat, they may be coming off two close wins to inferior foes, but this team is banged up with 11 of their 16 players on the injury list, either as questionable or out. I see a letdown here tonight for Miami, as Denver has dominated them, taking 5 straight meetings both straight up and against the spread. And by the way, the Heat are 1-4 ATS in their last 5 played on one day's rest, 1-4 ATS in their last 5 played at home, and 1-4 ATS in their last 5 overall. So I'm going to go ahead and take Denver Nuggets in this matchup
The
tonight.
First Lady of Las Vegas says, take the Nuggets. I pick them. It's the winner. She's the winner. And you will be too if you follow her. You'll follow her to the bank. Yeah, where can everybody get your premium plays tonight?
Right now over at sportsmemo.com, you can get them each for $9 a piece.
All right, go follow Dionne. She's when her numbers don't lie. Do you need any more proof? She married me, guys. That's all the proof. I could drop the mic on that. Guys, before I give out my free play, I want to tell you guys, I want to thank the great folks over at Sports Memo too, guys. I have to tell you, they're here. They're doing big shout outs for all of us. Thanks, guys. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. This is our home. It's our home. I did want to tell everybody we're debating on doing a couple of things here on the show. I know a lot of people out there want to break into the business or have a social media following. We're debating on, doing some things with giving some guest spots to some people that may not be on shows or on websites. You don't have to be a pro to be here. We just want you to do good, solid work. So you want to be a handicapper type things. We might be implementing a dog of the day. We might be doing a consensus play. We're going to work some things out, guys. This is a living, breathing thing, and we're trying to hit the ground running. We're doing the best we can, but you can still expect. I was going to say explain. You can still expect tons of free winners, great betting insights. You can still expect me to be off-putting and piss off quite a few people. Let's face it, I've got a contract out on me in the state of Massachusetts, upstate New York, and Britney Spears' father still wants to kill me because I said she gave me a yeast infection. So, having said all that, guys.
Oh, my God. Yeah, she's all over the tabloids right now. She's lost her freaking noodle, that girl. Let me tell you.
I love you guys. Let me tell you what's going on, my friends. Let me take the reins real quick. With football season now in the rear view, we must focus on what? Basketball. Jesse Schule said it earlier. Chris said it earlier. I want you to know between college and pro basketball, over the years, I have 13 number one finishes documented. I want you to know that I'm very excited about college and pro basketball. We're going to start off the week with a big winner, as I posted my coveted 36-17 NCAA basketball high roller play. I, too, posted over at SPORTSMEMO.com in their loving tradition of $9 Mondays. I put up for just $9, whether you bet $5 a game or $5,000 a game. I promise you this. You're going to get a winner tonight. My high rollers are money. These are normally reserved for guys. I have my own sales room. I have personal clients. These are normally reserved for our personal clients that strictly can bet 10 dimes or more a game. But I wanted everybody to start off the week and start off, really starting basketball season. The Super Bowl yesterday with the big winner. I want to go into my free play. I really like this game tonight. We're going to go to the NBA in the Battle of the Boroughs. That's right. Brooklyn and New York square off at Madison Square Garden. Now, guys, I will tell you very simply, the Nets have had their way with the Knicks the last several years. As a matter of fact, they've taken nine consecutive meetings straight up, covering the last three. However, guys, as most of you know, the roster for Brooklyn has changed quite a bit recently, especially since the last time these two teams met. Now, the Nets they blew out the Knicks back at the end of, the beginning of November, 112-85. They followed it up with a 122-115 victory at the end of January. Guys, KD, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Kyrie Irving were all major factors in those victories. Well, folks, Durant, let's face it, he's now in Phoenix. Curry is injured, and Irving is sporting a Dallas Mavericks uniform. The fact that this team is 10-4 as a road dog is moot because those covers came with very different personnel. This is an opportunity for New York to get a little bit of revenge as well over their rival. New York is playing some very good basketball. They've won 4 of the last 6, both straight up and against the number. They're relatively healthy, and they play one heck of a defense. Let's not forget that. And I got to tell you something. I know this team very well. I know the Knicks well. The game was 2 this morning. Went to 2.5. I'm not in love with the 2.5. I do like it. I think it's a winner. I still like them by maybe 2 baskets. I think they will win this game. They will get a little bit of revenge. It went to 2.5 from when I put it out this morning. I still like it. Goes up any higher, be a little careful. It's still the Knicks, but this is a winner. I think it's a nice winner. They get a little revenge. Let me bring everybody back on. We got some questions. We got some comments. Let me see. All right, so I'm going to run down. We got a lot of people. A lot of people here. Our good friend Cicero is here. Alvaro said hello. Oh, my God, 150. I like you. He's a minus. minus $1.50 is not for me. You got to love Rye Cape. Guys, Rye Cape does some work in the industry as well. He's making a name for himself. He says, Jesse. He loves you. Eagle broke his heart too, Chris. All right. Our good friend Groovy Meister is here. My good friend Joey V. Joey V is like the nicest guy in the world. We got to get him out to Vegas. We really do. Something tells me Joey V comes to Vegas, I'm going to need bail money for both of us. Glad to see you guys. We look good. Glad to hear we cashed. Thank you. Rye Cape loves you. Jesse says you're the leaderboard. Everybody knows Chris is on fire. Our good friends, as we know, SportsMEMOTV said hello. I can't thank you guys enough, man. We love you. By the way, we were with Marco yesterday. We had a blast with him. You guys only have to put up with me for about 20 minutes. I had Marco's ear for 4 hours. Poor guy. Poor guy. His ear's going to look like a basset hound today. Everybody loves Jesse. Everybody loves – hey, Lenny's here too. Lenny, Detroit Lenny. He's recovering from the weekend. Hope everything is good. We love you. He was on the Chiefs. Rye Cape, we know. We're sorry, guys. Remember this, guys. I want to tell you about the Super Bowl real quick. The Super Bowl is one game. All right. Now, I'll just, Chris, Jesse, Dionne, you guys been betting for years. On a normal football weekend, when we have college and pro football, you got about, give or take, we're getting about 90 games or so to choose from between college and pro. So, obviously, if you walk into a bar and there's 90 girls, it doesn't matter if you look like Jabba the Hutt. You're going to leave at one. Having said that, Chris likes that. Now, if there's one girl and 90 guys, and you look like Jabba the Hutt, you better tip pretty good that bartender. I'll tell you right now. Having said that, sometimes you like the Super Bowl, sometimes you don't. It is the largest single betting event on the planet. So everybody bets it. Your grandma bets it. Kids in school. That's how I started. I used to have football shoots. I was 10 years old. I went to grammar school in New Rochelle. So everybody bets the Super Bowl. And after the first day or so, a couple of days, not too many surprises in the side of the total. But it's where the props, where people like Chris, Jesse, Dean, and myself do money with the props. But the Super Bowl stuff. And here's is as far as professional football goes, it's the last chance for you guys to bet that love football so much until August. So you really, so if you made a little bit of money, I can double in the last game. Or if I lost, I can get even. Bad way of thinking. We talked about this last week on the show. Tread lightly in the Super Bowl. If you like it, by all means, more power to you. Having said that, let's get some closing thoughts and comments from Jesse and Chris. Then we'll run down the free plays and we'll get on out here in time enough for you guys to take advantage of the free winners you got from this great panel. Remember, please, before we go anywhere, please subscribe to this show, like it, ring that bell so you don't miss anything from us. It's going to give out some swag. We hit 250, 500, and 1,000 subscribers. It's going to take us a little while, guys. Can't do that overnight, so you need to check in with us every day. Having said that, let me go to Jesse. Closing thoughts and comments, Jeff.
Well, I got to say the chat is lit this morning. I'm happy to see so many people joining us in the chat on the first show. All those people out there, follow me on Twitter at Jesse Schule. You'll be glad you did. And look forward to seeing you guys on the show more often.
Guys, I love Jesse. We have a lot of fun. And he doesn't own pants. Just don't stand up, Jesse. Guys.
Look where I'm at. Why would I want to wear pants in a neighborhood like this?
I got to tell you, we're getting hit right now. It's about 65 degrees in Vegas and sunny. Man,
like Dionne said, Joe, you guys are lucky I'm wearing a shirt.
I know. Trust me, we are lucky. But Jesse's one of the best. Jesse, I got to tell you, another couple of weeks from now,
we'll be doing
right after the show. I'm going to be out, or even during the show. I might bring the laptop out back, sit by the pool. Hey, a couple of Christmases ago, Dan got me a kegerator. The beer is always 32 degrees. Jesse and I like to have a cocktail in the afternoon, and so who knows? We might have a little liquor Fair First Family show. Get liquored up, start, having some fun. Having said that, Jesse is one of the best cappers on the planet, and numbers don't lie. He hasn't been winning. I've seen guys come and go in this business, especially with the explosion, the emergence of social media. I've seen people come and go. Everybody's got their 15 minutes of fame 24 hours a day. One of the few that has sustained the decades in this industry has been Jesse Schule. We have a lot of fun with joke. But I will tell you this, seriously, he's one of the best cappers on the planet. Got a different way of looking at things, I will tell you that. But I know he's tailor-made for many people out there. Bottom line is, guys, whether you like Joe D'Amico or Dionne or Chris or Jesse or not, we're winners. You follow us to the bank. Chris, closing thoughts and comments. You're muted.
Muted, Chris.
There you go.
Sorry about that. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. Like Jesse said, the chat room was on fire today. We really appreciate it. The show is going to be awesome. I have a couple of my good friends who are very popular in the industry, Kelly in Vegas and Ariel Epstein, the prop queen. We're going to get them on eventually. They're going to be joining us. So a lot of exciting stuff and love being here with you guys weekly. This is awesome. And West Virginia plus 6.5 tonight.
I love Chris. Chris, I gotta tell you, Kelly and I go back. I know Kelly gotta be 15 years.
It might even
gotta be longer,
than
maybe longer than 15 years. We used to be on the same brand together, have some fun. Always a good time with Kelly. Ariel's a sweetheart.
You guys actually used to do videos in one of those studios together.
We used to go in back in the old days
when you used to
before
COVID, studios.
Right?
Before COVID, before quarantine. We used to go into studios, and one of the studios, Dionne used to come with me a lot. Kelly and I we used to do for the same brand.
Mm-hmm.
And what was funny is, Kelly and I are very similar. Sinatra said, you can't do something in one take. You shouldn't do it at all. We were one take people, and there were people. We used to sometimes have to wait for other guys in the industry. Not bad mouthing them. Other guys said, can I do it again? Oh, I messed it up.
Right.
Dude, we used to look at each other. He said, Sinatra used to say you can't do them. She used to laugh her butt off. We're looking forward to having Kelly in Vegas and Ariel Epstein here. Thank you, Chris. Jesse, let me run down the games one more time, and then we're going to get on out of here. Chris, you had West Virginia Mountaineers, is that correct?
Yes, sir. Don't be surprised if they win that game outright tonight, Joe.
I love it. Jesse, what'd you have for everybody today?
Texas Tech plus 4 points.
God, he's good looking, that Jesse Schule. Dionne, what'd you have for everybody?
I am taking the Denver Nuggets tonight.
And your sexy and savory host said the Knicks all the way. And K-N, I said N. K-N-I-C-K-S.
Do you need spelling lessons?
Can I tell you, it's my whole game is off going 4 hours later than we normally go.
Yeah.
I was that afternoon quickie, I got to tell you that. Sports fans, Dionne's got a couple of announcements, and then we're going to get on out of here. And we want to thank you. Keep subscribing. Please subscribe. Keep liking. Keep commenting. Repost when you can. We need to snowball out the amount of viewers here. We would appreciate your help. Dionne, take us out of here.
Yeah. So also follow all of our guests on their social media pages, as well as their websites, along with myself and Joe also. And make sure to tune in to all of the First Family shows for a ton of free winners, some great betting insights, and a few laughs. And on behalf of Jesse, Chris, and us, this is the First Family of Vegas.
Everyone out there, good luck and have a winning day.